What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Now, I hope you guys are doing well out there on this unseasonably warm Monday. I'm doing pretty good myself. Hope you guys had a very nice, relaxing weekend. I come across this story right here about Hanceville, Alabama's finest. Their police force is looked to be corrupted, okay? And as a result of that, they are actually talking about abolishing this police force. The mayor is, that is, okay? Simply because they've been dipping and dabbing in the evidence locker, okay? Allegedly, getting evidence out of the evidence locker that's claimed to be drugs and what have you, and redistributing on the streets. Now, if it had not been for a police dispatch that allegedly OD'd, from, this evidence locker's drugs, they probably never would have been even caught, okay? Some unsavory looking characters here, I must tell you, man. Some of these people look like some straight out of the movie The Hills Have Eyes or The People Under the Stairs, okay? That's basically what it boils down to. If you guys haven't watched those movies, check them out sometime. I'll tell you, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I have a couple videos basically that's intelling about this situation with these unsavory police officers, and also how the community feels about it as well. So without further ado, let's check those out.
A developing story in Coleman County. The Hanceville Police Department is now being called a criminal enterprise after the chief of police and 4 officers were hauled off in handcuffs, arrested on drug-related charges and tampering with evidence. WAFF 48's Noah Cowell has more on why those officers are considered a threat to public safety.
This investigation started when Chris Willingham was found dead from an overdose while he was on the job at the 911 center in August. We now know that he died with a cocktail of drugs in his system, including fentanyl. As of today, we learned that some of those drugs came right from the Hanceville Police Evidence Room, which has now sparked a massive drug and corruption investigation.
There is a rampant culture of corruption in the Hanceville Police Department, which has recently operated as more of a criminal enterprise than a law enforcement agency.
The Hanceville police chief, 4 of his officers, and an officer's wife are all facing a variety of crimes from felonies to misdemeanors. Eric Kelso is accused of giving Adderall, hydrocodone, and anabolic steroids to 2 fellow officers, Cody Kelso and Jason Wilbanks. Eric and his wife Donna are both charged with drug distribution and conspiracy. Police Chief Jason Marlin is accused of knowing about at least some of these issues and failing to report them.
These officers find themselves on the opposite end of the laws they were sworn to uphold.
In today's news conference, District Attorney Champ Crocker highlighted the lack of security in the evidence room, releasing photos of a massive hole carved out to the room where people had unauthorized access to evidence like drugs. A picture even shows a man using a broomstick to jimmy the door to get inside.
This evidence room was routinely accessed by individuals who were not authorized to do so, going in and out using this stick through the hole in the wall.
Evidence for several cases is now legally tainted and can't be used in trials. The Coleman County Grand Jury recommended the city shut down its police department entirely. If that happens, the Coleman County Sheriff Matt Gentry says his department is ready to step in to help.
We would take over all responsibilities from patrol in that area, investigation in that area, dispatch, and or the jail. Of course, we have the jail here where we run over 400 inmates a day.
The 6 who were charged are currently out on bond. Now, the district attorney said that he won't go into any specifics on what caused Willingham's death, but they do attribute much of it to the lack of security in that evidence room, which Willingham did have access to on the day that he died. Reporting in Coleman County, Noah Cowell, 48 News, on your side.
The news of these arrests is creating conversations in the community. CBS 42's Sydney Spencer continues our team coverage tonight. She joins us live in the newsroom. Sydney, what are people's reaction to this?
Yeah, well, Carly, there's a mix of reaction here in the Hanceville community. Some say they're surprised, others not so much.
Very shocked. We just lost our mayor. here last year.
If they're guilty, I don't care. They don't deserve to have the badge. They don't deserve to have that job.
People in Hanceville are weighing in on the news that a grand jury indicted Hanceville Police Chief Jason Marlin and 4 of his officers, including one of their wives, Wednesday. The Coleman County investigation states they're facing several charges regarding drugs, corruption, and using their positions for personal gain.
Now, there is a lot of good cops in that, in that police department and all the ones around here. But there are the ones that, want to use that badge for their benefit.
Longtime Hanceville resident Amanda Hale says she's not too surprised by the charges. Meanwhile, Mike Calvert says he is surprised. He says Hanceville is a tight-knit community, and it's not often arrests like this happen.
Their presence has always been here as long as I can remember. It's just a very sad situation. Yeah, very sad.
Evelyn Sam says she believes justice should be served if the officers are proven guilty, and she's waiting to see how it all pans out.
I wish that people, when they have a job like that, whether it's fire, rescue, whatever it is, they would do that job with the pride that they should wear the badge with. If they did what they're supposed to do, they wouldn't have any problems.
Now, this case is still under investigation. As people I spoke with in the community say, despite these arrests, they would like to see the Hanceville Police Department remain open. In the newsroom, Sydney Spencer, CBS 42 News.
So we have the entire Hanceville Police Department up on indictments simply because they couldn't keep their hands out of the cookie jar, that evidence room, using that evidence for their own personal gain. You see, allegedly distributing, the evidence, just like any drug dealer, okay? But I can guarantee you, they caught, this police department in Hanceville, Alabama, engaging in this criminal act. They have not scratched the surface as to what's happening across America and the rest of these police departments. They are doing the same thing. It. These good old boys right here, they probably just catching up with all of the corruption that's going on in these police departments all over America. But I can tell you this, they need to abolish this police department or what have you and start all over again. The way you do that, though, first you must make a example out of these misfits right here for misusing the law for their own personal gain. We actually saw the big rat standing with his head poked in the hole with a stick trying to open that police investigator, and police, whatever that thing was, to get in there and access the drugs, okay? The evidence locker, that is. We saw him do it. You see, it's like I said before, it had not been for, the passing of the guy, I guess he was the one that got in there and got it, they probably would have kept on going on doing this stuff right here. Probably was some straight up big suppliers there in Hanceville, Alabama, in the drug game, if you understand what I'm saying. So just a heads up to the rest of you police departments, if you are engaging in activities like this, criminal activities, while out here wearing the badge and the uniform and your gun on your hip, as an upright citizen, you better stop, because when they catch you, they need to throw the book at you and lock you up with the rest of the people that you probably even forged evidence on, saying they did a crime that they didn't even do. So you know how that's gonna go if that's the case. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. That's if you are able to comment. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.